Yo guys, so before I go into what the title says, why human connection is going to matter more than ever, I'm going to tell you a little story to start. So I was going to restart that then because I felt like I stuttered a bit, but let's just keep it as realistic, as real as possible. So the other day I was scrolling through my Instagram stories. Now I try not to scroll too much because it's a bit of a waste of time in my opinion. There's a lot better things you could be doing with your time. But when I do scroll, I mainly look for things that I can learn from and also things that I can maybe, take on board and implement myself. And just a bit of advice before we actually start this video. When you are scrolling, try and take information, like try and actually learn things rather than just brainlessly scrolling and watching funny videos and stuff like this. I feel like I spoke about scrolling so much on this channel, but it's very important because everyone's doing it right now and I want to help people. So yeah, rather than brainlessly scrolling, try and actually take some information. And when you find a video what gives you information, what you like, what you've learnt from, then like that video. And when you like videos, you'll slowly build up your algorithm to be tailored exactly to what you actually like. Of course, that's why it's an algorithm. So yeah, just a bit of advice there. So whilst I was scrolling, I came across this video. It was an AI girl, and it was the most realistic AI video I have ever seen. I couldn't believe, until I saw the caption saying AI girl knows best or something like this, I couldn't believe it was an AI girl. So I'm going to put this video in here now. I'm going to edit it in the corner, somewhere there. So watch this.
Ever thought you could get a masterclass on life itself? That's exactly what I found with the School of Life. This incredible
can you
community
believe
covers
that is an
everything
AI girl? So why have I made this video? Why is human connection about to become more important than ever? It's about to become more important than ever because there's things like that coming out right now, okay? So when you have one thing that happens, the complete opposite also happens. This has happened so much in history. I'm trying to think of an example. Obviously, it's on the spot right now. I'm trying to think of an example of this. Maybe even Andrew Tate. Like, I probably shouldn't mention that for the algorithm and shadow bans, but whatever. Maybe Tate, when he came out, he was very upfront. He was quite harsh with people, and the exact opposite came out. So, like LGBTQ plus and all this stuff. So you have the polar opposites. You always have the polar opposites in anything in life. The yin and yang. You always have it in every realm of life. So when you have all this AI stuff coming out, the world's rapidly changing. It's becoming increasingly based on technology. It's become increasingly less human-like. And do you know what's decreasing? Human connection. So the more that the AI comes into play, the more that people are getting invested in technology and going down that route of that video you just saw, the polar opposite's going to happen. So what's that? People are going to crave human connection more. And remember, I said this right now because it's very important. So, for example, my coaching, what I have, which is helping people with any struggles, mentoring in this side of things, that's going to become very important because as much as you can have maybe, it's probably already happening, an AI therapist, people are also going to want a human therapist. People are also going to want human connection. And this is exactly why human connection is going to become more important than ever. So it's crazy. I mean, that video, you guys have just seen it. How realistic is that? It's actually mad. It's scary, to be honest. It's at the point now where I'm sure you've seen it, maybe on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or something like this, where you'll have maybe someone like Joe Rogan who it's been AI generated, AI changed for him to say something that he hasn't said. So this is where it becomes dangerous. I'm not against it. This stuff's going to happen regardless, you know. If you've got any opinions, drop them in the comments. But yeah, you'll have videos of someone like Joe Rogan where his voice it's exactly the same, but what he said is completely changed and made up. So this is where it becomes kind of dangerous because you have them saying things that they didn't actually say. And when does it get to the point where we can't differ? We can't tell when it's AI or not. So that is exactly why people are going to crave human connection more. You're going to see this. I called it right now, that human connection, love, touch, all of this stuff is going to become very important, whilst people, the opposite end of the spectrum, will go down the AI route. The people who get sick of AI and just want some human connection will go down the opposite route. Guys, a bit of a different topic. I appreciate all the new subscribers. As I said, obviously, I've got my mentoring, my coaching. If you don't know anything about me, if this is the first video you've seen, I came from using drugs on a daily basis, okay? I came from drinking pretty much every day. At my lowest, I was using drugs on a daily basis, and I completely turned my life around. So any addictions you are struggling with, I'm more than happy to help with. Even if it's just a message, you don't have to be coached by me. As I said in my previous video, I've turned down money to coach people. But of course, I also need to make an income. So if there is someone who genuinely has a struggle, any struggle at all, you know, alcohol's not the only thing. I'm going to go more into my life story in future, because I had literally around 15 car crashes when I was drinking heavy. They weren't all intoxicated, but some of them were. My 19th birthday, I think it was, I woke up in a field. I then had to, well, that was about 3 a.m. I then had to go back and collect the car on my 19th birthday, watch the police there, towing it out, and just sitting there and thinking, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Well, that was at 19. I'm 23 now. I didn't stop until after my 23rd birthday, 24 in July. So it carried on for a long time. So I can relate with anyone who's going through any struggles. They weren't my only struggles. I had a lot, man. But yeah, I will go more into my life story, just so people know, you know, I had my own struggles. I don't have as many nowadays because I'm very disciplined, and this is exactly what I teach in my mentoring. I teach people how to get a solid daily routine in place, and so many more things what will completely turn your life around. So if you're interested in that, DM me on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed the AI point. Very different to what I'd usually speak about, but it came as a thought to me the other day when I saw that video. And I'm sure you can imagine that AI is rapidly growing, increasing. So yeah, appreciate you all. Appreciate all the new subscribers. If you don't already know, I'm on this, can't get my words out. I'm on this journey of making a YouTube video every day for 365 days. So if you've never seen one of my YouTube videos before, well, we've still got what? Probably just under 300 days of the year left. I don't know exactly how many, man. I can't do quick maths, sorry. We've got a lot of days of the year left, and I'm making a video for every day for the rest of the year. So if you haven't seen my videos before, drop me a subscribe, and also thumbs up. Any questions you have, any topics you want me to speak on, drop them in the comments, and I appreciate you all. Cheers, guys.